All right, here's my 5 o'clock message for you all day, a message of encouragement. I am not currently in 29 Palms. I am actually at the bowl cut graduation on tonight. And I wanted to get this out before the graduation so that you could have some word of encouragement on this Friday. Also, stay tuned at 6:30 for those who listen to the servant of God training. I posted something that will come out at 6:30 as well as to be a blessing to you as well. So let me jump right into this because I have to hurry up and be in place. Matthew 13, and you can see at the bottom, it said the parable of the weeds. Matthew 13 and 24 through 26, another parable he put forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed seed in his field. But while men sleep, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But when the blades were sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. The parable is known as a parable of the weeds and is one of Jesus' teaching to his followers. In this story, Jesus uses the metaphor of a field, seeds, and an enemy sowing weeds to illustrate a point about the kingdom of heaven. Exegesis wise, the parable central figure is a man who sows good seed in his field and representing Jesus, who spread the message of the kingdom of God's kingdom. Represents the good seed represents the true followers of Jesus who accept and believe his teaching. However, an enemy seed sow weeds or tares among the wheat, representing the actions of the devil who attempts to undermine the good that Jesus and his followers are doing. The enemy does this under the cover of darkness while the farmer workers are asleep, suggesting that the enemy operates superstitious, attempting to sow seeds of discord, confusion, and false teaching among the followers of Jesus. When the plants start to grow, it becomes apparent that they are both wheat and weeds in the field. In the continuation of the parable, the workers want to remove the weeds, but the farmer tells them to wait until harvest when the wheat and the tares can be separated. This message of the parable is that there will be a mix of good and evil in the world, and it may be challenging sometimes to distinguish between the two. It is God's role to judge and separate the good from the bad at the time of the final harvest, i.e., the end of time and the final judgment. In a broader sense, the parable teaches patience and importance of allowing God to judge rather than trying to pass judgment ourselves. It also illustrates the battle good between good and evil that occurs within the world and even within the hearts of individuals. However, for you, my sons and daughters, it represents all the seeds that you have sown and the fact that the enemy has dispatched his demons to come and attempt to uproot what you have planted. It is your job. It is your job to remain still, seated, silent, and settled by the fact that God shall do the separating. I need you to hear me. Even though he's trying to uproot what you've planted, it is our job to stay still, seated, silent, and settled by the fact that God shall do the separating. Wheat, your harvest for your seed. Tares, the governmental oversight, the economy, the recession, the administration, current election, reforms, promotions, new jobs, all of that are tares. This I want to prophetically speak to you on today, and I'm done. I want to prophetically speak to you on today that the Lord is touching the right person's heart in order to turn it in your direction to show you favor. God is speaking to the putting in the right person's heart because God doesn't see what you need. He sends who you need, who has what you need. So in this time, I'm speaking prophetically that the Lord is touching the right persons right now. They're touching their heart in order to turn it in your direction to show you favor. I think the favor of God is coming upon your life. I prophetically speak that what I just spoke to you shall come to pass. I love you. Grace and peace be multiplied.